Could it be? Could it be? Could it be the rejuvenating pill that Tianqi had taken? In the past few days, Grandpa Song has dreamed of getting a chance. In dreams, he hoped that Charlie could give him a rejuvenation pill, and let himself feel the charm of going back in time, so that he could live a little more years, and help Song family longer and farther. However, he lived to such an old age, he knew a truth: chances are hard to find. He dared not go to Charlie for medicine, for fear that Charlie would be disgusted, so he could only wait patiently, waiting for the moment when the opportunity comes. He originally thought that this opportunity would have to wait until the day when his granddaughter Warnia and Charlie made substantial progress. However, listening to Charlie's words now, he felt that Charlie might really have prepared a rejuvenation pill for him as a birthday gift. However, he was not sure, and he didn't dare to ask questions directly, so he could only put this great expectation in his heart first, bowed his hand to Charlie and said, "The old master thanks Mr. Wade." Ragnar frowned, and hurriedly asked Roger next to him in a low voice, "What's the background of this kid? Old Song actually respects him so much?" Roger gritted his posterior molars and blurted out, "Dad, this be it starred is the guest that Warnia personally picked up just now. Moreover, I think Warnia is very attached to him." "Oh." Ragnar frowned and said, "So that person we are looking for is him?" Roger nodded hurriedly and said bitterly, "This kid is very arrogant. He beat Lu Guang just now, and Warnia made people throw Lu Guang out again." "What?" Ragnar said angrily, "We brought in Lu Guang, which is equivalent to letting us openly clarify that Lu Guang is Wu's dog. This kid knows that it is our dog, so he dare to do it?" Roger said annoyedly, "Dad, this kid not only beat Lu Guang, but also called our Wu family rubbish, but also openly ridiculed brother's affairs. I have the heart to kill him." When Ragnar heard this, his heart was furious. What he says now is also the second-generation heir of the Wu family, and will soon succeed the old father and become the head of the Wu family. However, in the small Orus Hill, there are people who dare not give the Wu family face or even insult the Wu family. He could not accept it anyway. So he immediately opened his mouth and said to Mr. Song, "Uncle Song, this person beat Lu Guang and insulted our Wu family. No matter how Lu Guang is the dog of our Wu family, the dignity of my Wu family cannot be trampled by anyone. For this matter, you must give me a reasonable explanation." When Mr. Song heard this, he already understood the ins and outs of the matter. It must be Roger's short-sightedness, which caused Lu Guang to run into Mr. Wade. Otherwise, how could Mr. Wade be an acquaintance of someone like Lu Guang? However, the current problem is also very difficult. One side is Mr. Wade, and the other is Wu family. Of course, Mr. Wade must do all they can to maintain, but the Wu family is the first in Orus Hill in strength, which really offends them and is very detrimental to the Song family. However, when he thought of rejuvenation pill, Mr. Song immediately put the question behind him. He sank his face and said sharply to Ragnar, "Mr. Ragnar, Mr. Wade saved the life of the old master. In the old house, no one is allowed to insult Mr. Wade. In Father Song's heart, Charlie has always been the best candidate for the son-in-law of the Song family. With his 80 years of life experience, he has already seen at a glance that Charlie is different. In Orus Hill, he was the first to think that this son is extremely powerful, comparable to a real dragon on Earth. In addition, he had already seen the effect of rejuvenating pill, and he was full of attachment to Charlie. A good relationship with the Wu family is nothing more than a way to make the Song family more money. However, although the Song family is not as rich as the Wu family, they are not short of money. There is not much difference between more than 100 billion property and more than 200 billion property. Anyway, it is inexhaustible money. For Mr. Song, money is no longer important. Life and health are the most important. Therefore, he dreamed that he could recruit Charlie into the Song family as his son-in-law. How could he tolerate others on the Song family's territory and ridicule him? Ragnar and Roger were also startled. No one had expected that Ragnar was so straightforward, that old Master Song was still between Charlie and Wu's family, choosing the former. Ragnar felt hot on his face, and he hated Mr. Song to death. He couldn't help but secretly thought that this old immortal is really unskilled. In the presence of so many people, he can't get off the stage. What is the face of the future owner of this Wu family? Roger on the side was also very annoyed and frowned. Grandpa Song. As far as I know, this Charlie is just a liar who looks at feng shui. Don't be fooled by this waste. Mr. Song's expression was very ugly. He looked at Roger and said coldly, "The old master has lived for 80 years, and he thinks he has the eye to see people, and he doesn't need your guidance." When Ragnar heard this, his face suddenly became cold, and he said, "Uncle Song is going to speak for this outsider?" "Yes," Mr. Song said decisively. In the eyes of the old master, Mr. Wade is a real dragon on Earth. Billions of mortals, no one can compare to him in any aspect. The voice falls. The atmosphere solidified instantly. Ragnar was extremely annoyed. He loves Face the most in his life, and now he is so run on by Mr. Song, his heart is naturally furious. At this moment, he even wanted to walk away, and then completely break with the Song family. The Wu family is more influential than the Song family. If the Wu family breaks openly with the Song family will inevitably be impacted and the loss will be at least several billion.